Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we are exploring one of the most talked about and valuable coins in the entire 50 State Quarters series, the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter Dollar coin. This isn't just any quarter you might find rattling around in your change jar. This is a coin that has stunned the collecting world with rare variations, shocking auction prices, and an intense demand that just keeps growing. If you're a collector or even someone who's just getting into coins, this is one coin you absolutely cannot ignore. The Wisconsin Quarter was released in 2004 as part of the legendary U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, a groundbreaking initiative that brought history, culture, and artistry to everyday pocket change. The reverse side of the Wisconsin Quarter features an intricate and symbolic design that pays tribute to the state's rich agricultural heritage. You'll see a proud dairy cow, a wheel of cheese, and an ear of corn, all standing for the hardworking spirit and farming pride of the Badger State. The detail is impressive, the symbolism is strong, and it's a coin that truly captures the heart of Wisconsin. But what makes this particular quarter so famous and valuable is not just the design itself, but a mysterious and rare minting error that has made this coin the stuff of modern numismatic legend. This is no myth. There are a small number of 2004 Wisconsin quarters with a very specific and highly sought-after variation in the coin design, and if you have one of these, you could be holding a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. Here's what you need to look for: the extra leaf variety. There are two major known variations of the Wisconsin Quarter that have made headlines in the coin world: the extra leaf high and the extra leaf low. These names refer to an unusual extra line or mark that appears near the bottom left of the corn stalk, and these are not random scratches or damage. They are actual minting anomalies caused by die gouges or die polishing errors at the mint. The extra leaf high version shows a curved leaf rising above the main corn husk, while the extra leaf low shows a more subtle, downward-pointing addition, and both are extremely rare and valuable. These errors are believed to have occurred at the Denver Mint, and only a limited number of these varieties have been confirmed to exist, which is what sends collectors into a frenzy every time one is discovered. Imagine a coin that looks like every other Wisconsin quarter at first glance, but with a tiny difference that turns it into a five-figure treasure. That's the magic of error coins and why you should always take a second look at your change. So, how do you know if you've got one of these rare Wisconsin quarters? First, flip the coin and look at the corn. You'll want to examine the bottom left side of the ear of corn, just where the husks meet the stalk, and look closely for the appearance of an extra leaf, either curving upward, high, or pointing downward, low. You might need a magnifying glass or loupe to see it clearly, but once you spot it, you'll know you have something truly special. These coins often look totally normal otherwise, so it's all in the details. If you think you've found one of these special varieties, the next step is to get it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These companies will verify the authenticity of the error, assess the condition of the coin, and assign it a grade from circulated to mint state. Coins in higher grades, especially those in uncirculated or MS 65+ condition, can fetch far higher prices than those with visible wear. Getting your coin certified also protects its value and makes it much more attractive to serious collectors or buyers. Let's talk numbers, because this is where things get truly exciting. In recent years, Wisconsin extra leaf quarters have taken the spotlight in high-profile auctions and private sales. Even circulated examples have sold for several hundred to several $1,000s depending on condition, but the real jaw-droppers are the mint state coins with the error, especially those graded MS 66 and above. Collectors have been known to battle it out in auctions just to claim one of these extremely limited coins for their collection, and prices have soared as awareness has spread. And yes, here it comes. The highest price paid for one of these rare Wisconsin extra leaf quarters, in top-tier mint condition with perfect grading and that rare error clearly visible, was an astounding $98,000. That's right, $98,000 for a coin that originally cost just 25 cents to make. It's stories like this that make coin collecting one of the most exciting and rewarding hobbies in the world. These treasures are out there, in old drawers, inherited collections, change jars, and coin rolls just waiting to be found by someone who knows what to look for. So, if you've got a 2004 Wisconsin quarter, take a moment and give it a second look. You might just be holding a piece of modern coin history. If you think you've found the extra leaf variety, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear about it, help you confirm it, and celebrate your discovery with the collecting community. Second rare coin. We're talking about the United States of America state $quarter coin for Maryland, minted in the year 2000. Now, don't be fooled by how common these coins may seem at first glance, because there are rare versions of this coin out there that have shocked the collecting world with their stunning price tags and historical importance. The Maryland State Quarter was the seventh coin released in the 50 State Quarters program, one of the most beloved and widely collected coin series in U.S. history. The reverse design of this 2000 quarter features the Maryland State House Dome, located in Annapolis. Not only is this the oldest state capital still in legislative use, but it's also the only one to have served as the nation's capital. That's right, George Washington even resigned his commission there. This building stands as a symbol of America's democratic roots, and the design is framed beautifully by white oak branches, Maryland state tree. It's a coin that radiates both elegance and meaning, which is exactly why it has become a prized piece in many collectors' hands. Now let's get to the part that's turning heads and dropping jaws in the numismatic world: the hidden value in rare error versions of this coin. Yes, while millions of Maryland quarters were minted and circulated across the country, a very small number of them were struck with unexpected minting errors that have made them incredibly rare and incredibly valuable. These aren't coins you can find every day, but if you know what to look for, you could uncover a jackpot hiding right in your pocket change or old coin jar. One of the most talked about mint errors on the Maryland quarter is the double die error, an amazing flaw that happens when the die used to strike the coin shifts or misaligns slightly between strikes. This creates a doubled image, especially noticeable in the lettering around the edge or even in the fine architectural details of the dome. Look closely at the words Maryland, the old line state, or the date 2000. If the letters look slightly shadowed or like there's a faint second outline, you might have a double die coin, and that could mean big money. Another key error to look out for is the off-center strike, where the design is not perfectly centered on the coin, leaving part of the artwork cut off while the opposite side might have extra blank space. These types of errors are not only fascinating to see, but they're also highly collectible. Coins with a visible date and dramatic off-center shifts are considered top-tier errors and can command serious attention and even more serious cash from collectors. Let's not forget the clipped planchet error, where a portion of the coin is literally missing due to an error in the metal blank used before minting. These coins are unique and easy to spot, with a curved or jagged cut missing from the edge, and because no two are exactly the same, they are considered one-of-a-kind collectibles. There are also examples of die cracks and cuts, which are raised blobs or lines of metal caused by damaged dies. These can add significant value when found on state quarters like the Maryland 2000 issue. Now you may be wondering, how can you know if the Maryland quarter you have is one of these rare varieties? It starts with close examination. Grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and look at your coin under strong light. Inspect all the text for any signs of doubling, check the edges for unusual shapes or missing pieces, and pay special attention to any misalignments in the design. If something looks out of place, don't dismiss it. It could be a rare minting anomaly worth far more than face value. Once you've identified a possible error, the next important step is professional grading and authentication. Reputable companies like PCGS and NGC can evaluate your coin, confirm the presence of mint errors, and assign a grade based on its condition. A Maryland error quarter in mint state, especially MS 65 or above, can dramatically increase its value and appeal to collectors and investors alike. Grading adds credibility and legitimacy to your coin and opens doors for auction or private sale opportunities. In fact, let's talk about real-world examples. Because rare Maryland quarters with verified errors have already made waves in auctions and online sales. Collectors have shelled out thousands, even tens of thousands, for pristine, error-marked versions of this iconic state quarter. The combination of historical significance, artistic beauty, and rare production flaws makes this coin a hot target in today's collecting world, and demand continues to grow year after year. And now, here's the moment you've all been waiting for. The highest known sale price for a 2000 Maryland State Quarter with an extremely rare mint error and exceptional condition was a jaw-dropping $70,000. Yes, that's right. $70,000 for one coin that originally cost just 25 cents to make. It's proof that what you have in your pocket could be worth a life-changing amount of money if you know what to look for. Coins like this continue to amaze collectors, create headlines, and remind us all that the treasures of history are sometimes found in the most ordinary places. So, if you've got a Maryland quarter from the year 2000, don't overlook it. Give it a second, third, and fourth look. You never know what you might discover with just a little curiosity and a sharp eye. And if you think you've found one with a rare error or unique feature, tell us about it in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. Help identify what you've got and share your discoveries with the entire collector community. Third expensive coin. We're journeying to the beautiful island territory of Guam through one of the most unique and fascinating coins in the United States Mint series, the 2009 Guam State Quarter Dollar coin. This coin is more than just pocket change. It's a small piece of island heritage and, for savvy collectors, a potentially priceless gem. If you're passionate about coins or even just curious about what makes some quarters skyrocket in value, listen closely and enjoy this deep dive into the rarity, errors, and incredible worth of the Guam quarter. The Guam quarter was released in 2009 as part of the District of Columbia and U.S. Territories Quarters Program, a special branch of the original 50 State Quarters series that celebrated the rich culture and history of U.S. territories. The reverse of the coin features a stunning image of a flying prow, a traditional Chamorro sailing canoe, gliding gracefully above the waters with the island's coastline and iconic palm trees in the background. This design beautifully captures Guam's unique maritime culture and its deep connection to the sea, making it not only visually captivating but culturally significant as well. What makes the 2009 Guam quarter truly fascinating and highly sought after is the presence of several rare mint errors and variations that have been discovered over the years. These errors are what set a handful of these quarters apart from the millions that were minted and circulated, turning ordinary coins into highly collectible and valuable treasures. Among the most notable mistakes are double die errors, off-center strikes, and missing or doubled letters in the inscriptions, each one making a coin stand out dramatically in the eyes of collectors. If you want to identify these valuable variations, start by examining the lettering carefully. Words like Guam or 2009 might show signs of doubling, where letters appear shadowed or have a faint second outline. This kind of error happens during the die creation process and is incredibly rare on this specific quarter. Additionally, off-center strikes where the design shifts noticeably from the center, cutting off parts of the sailing canoe or the coastline, are another exciting variety to look for. These coins showcase a bold visual difference and are cherished by collectors who prize uniqueness and rarity. There are also reports of clipped planchet errors on some Guam quarters, where the coin's metal blank was not cut perfectly, resulting in a section of the coin missing. These irregular shapes immediately grab attention and are prized because no two clipped planchet errors are exactly alike, adding an extra layer of rarity to an already special coin. What's so exciting about these error coins is that their scarcity combined with their beautiful design makes them highly demanded on the collector's market. When a coin is both rare and visually appealing, collectors often compete fiercely to add it to their collections. This demand pushes prices to levels that might surprise many people, especially for a coin that originally cost just 25 cents. To maximize the value of any potential error coin, it's crucial to have it professionally authenticated and graded by trusted organizations such as PCGS or NGC. These services confirm the authenticity of the errors and provide an official grade based on the coin's condition, whether it's circulated or in mint state. The higher the grade, the more collectors are willing to pay, especially for quarters from unique places like Guam where fewer coins were minted in the first place. Recent auctions and private sales have demonstrated the strong market for Guam quarters with these rare error features. Collectors have paid thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars, for coins with verified double-die errors or dramatic off-center strikes. The rarity of these errors and the cultural importance of the coin itself create a perfect storm that drives prices ever higher, making the Guam quarter a shining star in the world of U.S. collectible coins. And now for the big reveal. The ultimate value that one of these rare, beautifully preserved, and error-verified Guam quarters can command in today's market is an astonishing $50,000. Yes, that's right, $50,000 for a coin that you might still find waiting in your change. This incredible figure shows just how valuable these special coins have become, thanks to their rarity, stunning design, and the passionate community of collectors who recognize their worth. It's a powerful reminder that treasure isn't always buried underground. Sometimes it's sitting right in your pocket. So if you happen to have a 2009 Guam quarter, I encourage you to take a very close look at it. Check for those minting errors, study the lettering, examine the edges, and if you see anything unusual, consider getting it professionally evaluated. You might be sitting on one of the most valuable coins in the entire U.S. territory series. If you found a Guam quarter with any kind of mint error or have questions about your collection, please drop a comment below. We love hearing your stories, helping you identify coins, and sharing the excitement of coin collecting with this amazing community. Especially, we're diving into one of the most iconic and highly coveted coins in the United States State Quarters series, the 2001 New York State Quarter Dollar coin. This coin is more than just currency. It's a piece of American heritage, capturing the essence of New York's majestic skyline and rich cultural history. But beyond its stunning design, this quarter hides a world of rarity and remarkable value that every serious collector should know about. So listen closely and enjoy this detailed exploration of what makes the New York 2001 quarter a true gem in the coin collecting universe. The New York quarter was released as the 11th coin in the 50 State Quarters program, and its reverse features the powerful image of the Statue of Liberty, one of the most recognizable symbols of freedom and hope worldwide. Alongside Lady Liberty, you'll notice the soaring outline of the New York City skyline, including the Empire State Building, reflecting the state's status as the gateway to America and a beacon of opportunity. The artistry on this coin is breathtaking and perfectly embodies the spirit and resilience of New York, a design that has captivated collectors since its release. Now, here's where things get truly exciting. While millions of New York quarters were minted and circulated, a small number bear rare minting errors that make them incredibly valuable today. These errors are what set certain coins apart from the rest, turning them into prized collectibles that can fetch astonishing prices on the market. Among the most sought-after mistakes on this quarter are the double-die errors, off-center strikes, and missing letters or details in the inscriptions, each of which dramatically increases a coin's appeal and worth. The double-die error, for example, happens when the coin's design is accidentally impressed twice with slight misalignment, causing the lettering or images to appear doubled or shadowed. On the New York quarter, this doubling is often most visible on the words New York or the date 2001. If you notice a fuzzy or doubled edge on these details, you could have a double-die coin, a rare find that collectors dream of. Another extraordinary feature to look for is the off-center strike, where the design is shifted so much that part of the imagery or lettering is missing from one side of the coin, while the opposite side has extra blank space. This kind of mint error creates a visually dramatic and unique coin that stands out on any collection shelf. Off-center strikes with clear and legible dates are especially prized because they combine rarity with display appeal. Additionally, there are instances of die cracks or cuts on some New York quarters, raised metal lines or blobs caused by die damage during minting. These unique anomalies, while subtle, add character and uniqueness that collectors highly appreciate. Coins exhibiting such errors become one-of-a-kind pieces that tell a story about the minting process itself. To identify these valuable errors, collectors should carefully inspect their quarters using a magnifying glass or loupe under strong lighting. Pay close attention to the inscriptions around the coin's edge, the statue's outline, and the skyline details for any signs of doubling, misalignment, or missing features. These subtle differences can be the key to uncovering a rare treasure, Once you suspect you have an error coin, it's crucial to have it professionally authenticated and graded by leading organizations such as PCGS or NGC. Authentication not only verifies the rarity of the error, but also assigns a grade that reflects the coin's condition, which significantly influences its market value. Higher grade coins in mint or near mint condition, especially those with verified errors, are in extremely high demand among collectors and investors alike. Recent auctions and private sales have proven just how valuable these error New York quarters can be. Coins with clear double die errors, sharp off-center strikes, or prominent die cracks have sold for thousands of dollars, sometimes breaking into five-figure sums. The combination of New York's iconic imagery, the coin's historic place in the State Quarter series, and the rarity of these errors creates an unstoppable demand that only continues to grow. And here comes the big reveal. The highest recorded value for a 2001 New York State Quarter, with an exceptional mint error and pristine condition, has reached an incredible $80,000. That's right, $80,000 for a single quarter that once cost just 25 cents. This staggering price shows the powerful potential of error coins to transform a common collectible into a rare and highly sought-after treasure. It's proof that with careful examination and a bit of luck, anyone could stumble upon a life-changing discovery in their own collection. If you own a 2001 New York quarter or have come across one with unusual markings or features, don't hesitate to share your experience in the comments below. We love hearing your stories, helping identify rare coins, and fostering a community where collectors can learn and grow together. Last unique coin. We're exploring one of the most significant and highly sought-after coins in the United States State Quarter series, the 1999 Delaware State Quarter Dollar Coin. This coin marks the very beginning of the beloved 50 State Quarters program, making it a cornerstone piece for any collector's portfolio. But beyond its historic importance and elegant design, this quarter has an intriguing story packed with rare errors and remarkable value that every coin lover should know about. So listen carefully and enjoy this deep dive into what makes the Delaware 1999 quarter a true gem in the numismatic world. The Delaware quarter was the very first coin released in the 50 State Quarters program, capturing the spirit of America's first state to ratify the Constitution. Its reverse design features Caesar Rodney on horseback, commemorating his historic midnight ride to Philadelphia, where he cast a decisive vote for independence. This powerful image, combined with the words Delaware and the first state, makes this coin not just a collectible, but a symbol of American freedom and history. The artistry and meaning behind this quarter have made it a favorite since its release. What really sets the 1999 Delaware quarter apart, and what makes it such a prized collectible, are the rare minting errors and variations that have surfaced over the years. These errors are the magic that transforms a regular quarter into a dazzling treasure. Among the most notable mistakes are double die errors, off-center strikes, and missing or doubled letters in the inscriptions, all of which are incredibly sought after by collectors looking for unique and valuable pieces. The double die error is particularly exciting for the Delaware quarter. This error causes parts of the design or lettering to appear doubled, creating a striking visual effect. On the Delaware quarter, you might see this doubling around the words Delaware, or the first state, or even in the date 1999. These doubled features are not just fascinating to look at, they're also extremely rare, instantly increasing the coin's desirability and market value. Another thrilling variety to watch for is the off-center strike, where the design is noticeably shifted from the center of the coin. This creates an uneven look where one side of the design is cut off, while the opposite edge has extra blank space. Off-center strikes are among the most dramatic errors, and because each one is unique, they are highly prized by collectors who appreciate their rarity and distinctiveness. There are also examples of clipped planchet errors on the Delaware quarter. These occur when the metal blank used to strike the coin is imperfectly cut, resulting in a coin with a missing section along its edge. Each clipped planchet error is one of a kind, making these coins even more captivating for collectors and driving demand through the roof. For collectors hoping to identify these valuable errors, it's essential to use a magnifying glass or a loupe and examine the coin carefully under good lighting. Focus on the inscriptions, Caesar Rodney's figure, and the edges of the coin for signs of doubling, misalignment, or unusual shapes. These subtle details can be the key to uncovering a hidden treasure. Once you suspect an error coin, the next important step is to have it professionally authenticated and graded by respected organizations such as PCGS or NGC. Authentication confirms the coin's rarity and verifies the error, while grading assesses the coin's condition, which heavily influences its market price. Coins with verified errors and high grades, especially those in mint or near-mint condition, are in extraordinary demand among collectors and investors. Recent auctions have shown just how valuable these rare Delaware quarters can be. Coins exhibiting prominent double-die errors, sharp off-center strikes, or dramatic clipped planchets have sold for thousands and even tens of thousands of dollars. The combination of Delaware's historic significance as the first state and the rarity of these errors fuels an ongoing surge in collector interest and prices. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for. The most valuable Delaware 1999 quarter, with an exceptional mint error and pristine condition, has reached an astonishing $95,000. Yes, $95,000 for a single quarter that started its journey as just 25 cents. This incredible value illustrates the powerful allure of mint errors combined with historic significance. It's a reminder that with careful observation and a bit of luck, you could hold one of the rarest and most valuable coins in the United States State Quarters series right in your hand. If you've ever found a Delaware quarter with unusual markings or believe you own a rare error coin, share your stories and questions in the comments below. We love hearing from fellow collectors and helping you uncover the hidden gems in your collection. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed our deep dive, subscribe for more exciting coin discoveries, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update on the fascinating world of numismatics. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, happy collecting and happy hunting!